Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a hot minute since I posted anything on this, especially about books, so I thought, why the hell not? I'm gonna make an audiobook recommendations video for you guys based on the books I've listened to over the past month. So let's get cozy. So obviously I don't own any of the physical copies of these books, so I'm hoping to put in like a picture right here so you see what the cover looks like. Fingers crossed that turns out. So let's jump right on in. Oh, first, check out my new mug. Ooh, I love this mug. Alright, my first book that I'm going to be talking about is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And a little bit about the book is this novel is basically about the rise of the iconic rock band Daisy Jones and the Six, mostly focusing around three main characters: Daisy Jones, the lead singer, Billy Dunn, the other lead singer, and then Camilla Dunn. It follows along like how the band was formed and ultimately how the band broke up, and it was just such an intriguing read. It's just like a roller coaster ride from start to finish. It sucks you in. Absolutely amazing. It literally made me forget that I was listening to a fictional book. I thought it could like easily be a podcast, an interview kind of thing of a real band. I actually went to Spotify after I was done listening to this book to look up some of their music to listen to, and unfortunately I was reminded that this is a fictional band and it does not exist, which made me very sad because absolutely amazing. I didn't find like the plot twist in the book to be that big of a plot twist. All the events leading up to the ending and why they broke up, just, I loved it. Loved every minute of it. It's kind of like a love triangle. So overall, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I think this is a book that was meant to be an audiobook with a full cast. Everything was just beautiful. The next book I'm going to be talking about is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelis. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so sorry about that. A little bit about the book is, I'm not going to say too much about this book because I kind of went into this book blind and I thought it was really interesting, and I think you should kind of go into this book a little bit blind too. Just kind of makes everything so much more intense. So basically it follows this wife, Alicia, and it seems like her life is absolutely perfect. She married this amazing photographer. She lives in this big grand house. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she shoots her husband 5 times in the face and then never says anything after that. Will not speak to no one, will not talk about anything, nothing, not even a little peep. So that's kind of what the book's loosely about. I'm not going to say any more about that. You can find out for yourself when you listen to this book or read it. I honestly think I would have enjoyed the book a little bit more if I read it, only because there was a couple parts that was confusing. If you were listening to it, I had to go back a couple times just to re-listen to it to make sure I heard everything right. But overall, the book, absolutely amazing. I just think a physical copy, reading it, would be a little bit better. Easier to follow, I guess. Yeah, no, the whole book, absolutely insane. I had no clue what was going to happen, and then that plot twist at the end, I was like, what the hell, what was that? I literally had to go listen to it twice just to make sure I heard everything right, and it's just mind-blowing. I did not expect it to end like that. It was absolutely insane. It messed with your head a little bit, and then once you know what happened, going back and re-listening or rereading to the book makes it like creepy, so creepy. So obviously I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. I'm not going to let me listening to the audiobook take away from how good the book actually was. I just wish I would have read the book instead of listened to it, but that's okay. So yeah, definitely check out that book if you're looking for that like what the F kind of feeling. The next one is called TheOne by John Mars, and this book, another chef's kiss, honestly. So, a little bit about the book. A simple DNA test is all it takes. Just a quick mouth swab and you will be matched with your perfect partner, the one genetically made for you. That's the promise made by Match Your DNA. And since then, millions of people around the world have been matched, but the discovery has its downfalls. Test results have led to breakup of countless relationships and kind of ruin the traditional ideas of dating, romance, and love. Now, 5 very different people have received the notification that they've been matched. They're each about to meet their one true love, but happily ever after isn't guaranteed for everyone because even soulmates have secrets and some are more shocking than others. Now, this book was definitely like a really interesting book to listen to because there's 5 different main characters and there's 5 different narrators for each character, which makes it so good. I love when audiobooks do that. It kind of brings the whole book to life and makes it really believable, and it keeps you engaged. Very compelling and easy to follow along, even with 5 characters and 5 different points of views, which for some books can be complicated with that many points of views. Each chapter ended on a cliffhanger, so I literally read or listened to this book in a day because I needed to know exactly what happened, and it was insane. This book would be kind of categorized as a thriller, sci-fi kind of read. I say thriller because this isn't really a spoiler, but one of the characters you will follow along in their journey is literally a serial killer. And his pairing, you would not, if you were a serial killer, you would not want this pairing or this match. So it kind of like makes it interesting to see like how his story develops and what happens to him, so definitely check that out. Oh, and a side note about this book is I'm also currently listening to another one of his audiobooks, The Minders. It's basically set in the same kind of world. I think it's just a few years into the future, and they reference the book like Match Your DNA a lot in this book, so I think it's really cool. Really cool. Ties everything together. So I highly recommend after you listen to or read TheOne, you check out The Minders by him as well. My overall rating of this book was 5 out of 5 stars. And bonus, there is a Netflix series based off the book. It's not exactly like the book. It's kind of like loosely based off of it. You follow 5 different characters, and yeah. Just wanted to say hi. And the last book I'm going to be talking about is Behind Her Eyes. Louise is a single mom, a secretary, stuck in a modern day rut. On a rare night out, she meets a man in a bar and sparks fly. When Louise arrives at work Monday, she meets her new boss, David, the man from the bar. The very married man from the bar, who says the kiss was a terrible mistake but still can't keep his eyes off Louise. Then Louise bumps into Adele, who's new to town and is in need of a friend. But she also happens to be married to David. David and Adele look like the perfect picture husband and wife, but then why is David so controlling? And why is Adele so scared of him? So this audiobook has 2 different narrators, one for Louise's character and one for Adele's character, and it switches back and forth. The book was absolutely insane. Like, I don't even know where to start. This is another must read if you're really into like thrillers, or you just want that insane plot twist that you just did not see coming. It leads you in one direction, and then all of a sudden, just like that, you're like, whoa, I'm way over here now. What just happened? No, this book was amazing. It caused me to have a lot of anxiety, and I love when books do that, like in a good way, a good kind of anxiety. Like I was like, I need to finish this book now. This book is also a Netflix series. So after you read the book, definitely go check out the series because they follow it to a T, and I love that. I hate when like Netflix or like other streaming services like change things. Like I know you have to kind of like shorten it, but they did an amazing job on this Netflix series based on the book because no, this book was insane, and it's another 5 out of 5 stars for me. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'm hoping to be posting more videos on the books I'm reading, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to check out my bookstagram account. I'll link it down in the description below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or night or weekend or weekday, whenever you're watching this. I just hope you have a good time. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you soon.